Some places are meant to be forgotten. Some doors should never be opened again. Some mistakes, once made, cannot be undone. In May 2017, a YouTuber disappeared from the internet. Not physically. He was still alive, still breathing. But his channel, his presence, his career, gone. A content creator who built his following on overnight challenges, urban exploration, and sneaking into abandoned places suddenly stopped posting. No explanation, no farewell video, just silence. But there was a reason. He had gone to Cove Plaza shopping mall. He had stayed overnight, and after that night, he never uploaded another video again. It started like any other challenge. The mall had been abandoned since 2013, shut down without much warning. A perfect location. Empty, untouched, and forgotten. There were no security guards, no working cameras, nothing to stop someone from spending the night inside. He had done this before. This was nothing new. Getting in was easy, a service door left unlocked. The inside was exactly what he wanted. Dust-covered tiles, broken glass, empty storefronts, a graveyard of a shopping center, silent and still. But something was different this time. Something felt wrong. The first thing he noticed were the mannequins. Hundreds of them, everywhere. Some were headless, some were missing arms, legs. Some were vandalized, eyes scratched out, faces marked with red paint. Others stood in unnatural positions, arms twisted, fingers frozen in gestures that made no sense. They were in stores that had been picked clean, in the hallways, even near the entrance, as if they had been left behind when the mall was abandoned. He laughed about it, made a joke for the camera, said something stupid, something like, "Guess this is the real mannequin challenge." He even moved a few, adjusting their poses to make them look creepier for the video. He shouldn't have touched them. By 2 a.m., he was in the food court. The air was thick, heavy with the smell of something rotten. Old grease, mold, dust, years of decay settling into the walls. He sat on the floor, eating from a bag of chips, talking to his audience. Then he heard it. Footsteps, not his own, not an echo. Someone else was there. He shut off his light, held his breath, listened. Silence. Then a sound. Soft at first, almost too faint to notice. A slow, deliberate plastic scrape against tile. He turned his camera, raised the brightness. The mannequins had moved. Not much, just a few inches. But he knew where they had been before. He checked his footage. One mannequin near the escalator had both arms at its sides an hour ago. Now, one hand was reaching forward. His heart pounded, but he forced himself to stay calm, told himself it was nothing. Maybe he bumped it earlier. Maybe his memory was playing tricks on him. He convinced himself it was fine. He went back to filming. At 3:15 a.m. his camera shut off. No warning, no glitch, just dead. He checked the battery, full. It didn't make sense. Then he turned on his phone's flashlight, and the mannequins were closer. The one by the escalator, now halfway down. That was when the fear hit. He didn't remember standing up. He didn't remember moving. One moment he was sitting in the food court, the next he was on the opposite side, heart pounding. Something was wrong. Something was very wrong. Then he saw it, a shape, a figure, shifting in the darkness. Not a person, not something alive, but it moved. A head turned, then plastic hit the floor. Loud, heavy, close. He ran, not thinking, not looking back. just ran. The mannequins were no longer just standing there. They were falling, dropping to the ground like lifeless bodies, one after another, as if they had been holding themselves up for too long and had finally collapsed. But before they fell, before they hit the ground, they moved. Not fast, not jerky, smooth, too smooth, like they had been waiting for the right moment. He didn't stop running, not even when he reached the service door, not even when he burst outside, gasping for breath. He never looked back. The next day, he checked his files, every single one corrupted, except for one. A single still frame from the food court, a blurry image of himself sitting on the floor. And behind him, a mannequin. No head, no arms, just standing there, closer than before. He never uploaded the footage, never spoke about it. He deleted his channel, and he never went back. Some people say he made it all up, that it was just another internet story, just another attempt at a viral horror video. But those people don't explain why he never returned to YouTube. They don't explain why he refuses to talk about what happened. They don't explain why, years later, people who have tried to find Cove Plaza shopping mall say the same thing. There is no mall, not a any mall. There's only an empty lot, a place that should have a building, a place that was supposed to be there. But it's gone, like it was never there at all, like it never existed. But if you go there, if you stand where Cove Plaza should have been, some say you can still hear it. A faint sound, a slow, deliberate scrape. Plastic against tile, moving, waiting, and watching.